In this video I'll show you all the gear that I've picked up over the last 8 years since getting into calisthenics. I will tell you how much it all costs as well as my personal review. I'm gonna begin with the cheapest to the most expensive calisthenics gear you can get yourself. Let's break this video down into two separate categories, and I'm gonna begin with accessories. The cheapest must-have, dry chalk. Chalk is essential in calisthenics for enhancing grip, reducing sweat and preventing slipping during exercises like pull-ups, muscle-ups and static holds. I got my chalk from this Czech website and the prices are as low as a caveman's IQ. For only €1.60 you can get a 56 grams block of chalk. So here are the pros. You will have better grip, it's less messy than loose chalk, it lasts forever, it's travel friendly and cost effective in bulk. And from cons, it's pretty dusty. So that's about it, and this leads us to our next accessory, which is liquid chalk. It is a fast drying alcohol based grip solution. You rub it onto your hands like lotion and it dries into a thin chalk layer. You can also slap it onto your equipment and let it dry for a sec. I got it from the same Czech site I told you about previously, where you can get 50 milliliters for €3.20 and 100 milliliters for €4.80. The pros. Here's the deal. It leaves less dust, lasts longer, no messy waste, and even smells good once it dries, but it needs a few seconds to dry, and yeah, it can feel a bit sticky. But after all, you can say goodbye to sweaty palms and hello to rock solid control on the bar. And now, let's talk about resistance band. It is a looped rubber band, usually made of latex, that comes in different thicknesses and resistance levels. It works exactly as it sounds. By providing resistance, it makes tough moves more manageable, while you train up to full strength. This is easily one of the cheapest yet most valuable accessory on the whole list. With just this one band, you can warm up, train, and progress through a huge range of skills, starting from absolute beginner moves like band assist and pull-ups and muscle-ups, all the way up to advanced skills like the plunge, front lever, back lever capesto, and even the Maltese, a true game changer for any level. Oh, and here's a funny video of me trying to try the Angel for the first time back in the day with a 90-pound resistance band. I ended up hitting both my head and neck. Be careful when trying something new and cool, alright? And here are the pros. You can get lifelike skill experience, you can use it for progressive training, it's portable and lightweight, it's versatile and joint friendly. But on the other hand, there is dependency risk as well as durability issues. Time to give some love to grip tape. It is a textured adhesive wrap applied on bars to improve grip and comfort during various exercises. Let's try removing the old grip tape, clean the surface and replace it with a fresh one. Fresh grip tape, the bar looks and feels brand new again. But before I jump into the pros and cons, here's a heads up. Grip tape can actually feel too grippy for certain moves. Personally, I love that extra grip for plunges and plunge presses. It gives me control and confidence. But for most other exercises, I actually prefer the feel of an unwrapped bar. It just gives me more freedom to move. You can get this bad boy on the official site for €8.95. These are the pros: improved grip and versatile application. On the other side, can wear out, rough on skin / too grippy, and leaves residue. If you still train on bare floors, then I have to tell you about yoga mat. It's a versatile and essential tool for simple exercises such as hollow body hold and rolling bridge, but you can also use it for some more serious needs as an anti-slip base for some wider grip static holds. Well, it's not that anti-slip as I thought it would be, and you will leave stretch marks on it as well. You can roll out one just like mine from this side for solid €12. Let's talk about the good stuff. Yoga mat will provide you shock absorption and comfort in your workouts, as well as it's portable and lightweight. Now for the not so good stuff, it may slide on certain surfaces and it's not always eco-friendly. Low effort, high reward foam roller. It's a self-massage tool used primarily for muscle recovery, flexibility and mobility. During massage, you're sending a neural signal to the brain to increase blood flow to specific trigger points, which helps relieve muscle tightness through myofascial release. You'll find similar foam roller listed on eBay for $14.31. Here's what I like about it. It aids muscle recovery, it improves flexibility and mobility, and it helps relieve trigger points. And what I don't like about it is that it can be painful, it requires proper technique, and it can have limited effect on deeper muscle layers. Next up, the ab roller wheel. A simple yet powerful tool used to strengthen the core, shoulders, and arms, while also engaging the lower back, hip flexors, and even lats. It works by engaging your body to stabilize as you roll forward and back, requiring deep core activation and control. You can find a lookalike ab roller wheel on eBay for $14.95. It's highly effective for core engagement, it enhances total body stability, as well as it's compact and portable. Let's roll through the flaws. If your form's off, it can put your lower back at risk of lower back strain, as well as it's not the most versatile, it mainly hits the core. Tiny tool, brutal cardio. Let's talk jump rope. A classic and versatile tool primarily used for cardiovascular conditioning, coordination, and footwork. While it doesn't build muscle directly, it's an excellent warm-up, fat-burning, and endurance-boosting tool that complements bodyweight training. It's super portable and works great for both indoor and outdoor workouts. Hop on this side where you've got two options, $14 with plastic handles or go aluminum for $19. Listen, before you buy the jump rope, I genuinely want to tell you about some pros and cons. It improves cardiovascular health, it enhances coordination and agility, it burns calories efficiently, and it's a great warm-up tool. Let's flip the coin, here comes the cons. Missed jump snaps hard, it has high impact on joints, and it needs enough space and surface. Elbow sleeves. These are designed to protect the elbow joint during training. In calisthenics, they come handy especially for pushing exercises like dips, push-ups, handstands, and plunge progressions, as well as advanced pulling exercises like front lever pull-ups and Hephaestos, where the elbows are under constant tension. Protect your elbows, bro. Grab this for $24. What makes it worth it? Elbow joint support, injury prevention, improved blood circulation, and it eases discomfort. What's not so cool about it? It may create dependence, and unfortunately, it's not a cure. These are helpful, but not essential. Wrist straps. Wrist straps provide stability and compression during skills that put a lot of stress on your wrists. You can use them during push-ups, handstands, or more advanced skills. However, in my honest opinion, wrist wraps aren't essential, especially if you're not pushing your limits or taking high risks. Instead, I'd recommend gradually building strong wrists through isolated wrist strengthening exercises like wrist curls, extensions, or rotations with small weights. You can also achieve similar results using resistance bands to effectively strengthen your wrist joints as well as your forearm flexors and extensors. But you can check these out on their website for €22.95. They help stabilize weak or sensitive wrists, they reduce the risk of injury, and they ease discomfort. Here's what I don't like about it, is reduced wrist mobility, and they don't build wrist strength. This is something you will either love or never touch again. Workout leather grips. Also known as palm protectors. This gear is designed to protect your hands from tears and blisters during high friction movements on the pull-up bar. That said, I personally prefer training with bare hands. It just feels more natural to me. So honestly, I wouldn't recommend buying these unless you really need them. If you still want to check these out, they're up on the official site for €24.90. What these do right? They prevent blisters and improve grip on sturdy or rough bars, but you will have reduced bar feel, there can be fit issues, and it's not ideal for all skills. It's time to defy gravity with gravity boots. Gravity boots are heavy-duty ankle supports that let you hang upside down. They're primarily used for spinal decompression and core training. You can look it up and grab the same pair on this site for €44.99. This is where they are gravitating. Supports spinal decompression, useful for flexibility and recovery, offers grip-free hanging. This is where they fall short. Needs a very secure and properly installed bar to be safe, dangerous if used incorrectly, not easily portable. Guess what's next? Massage gun. It's a handheld recovery tool that delivers percussive therapy, rapid bursts of pressure into muscle tissue to reduce soreness, improve blood flow, and release muscle tightness. In calisthenics, it's commonly used for recovery and warm-up to maintain performance and prevent injuries. You can get yourself this massage gun on the official site for just $59.99, bro. It speeds up recovery, it increases blood flow, it releases trigger points, and it's convenient and quick. But it can be pricey, doesn't address deeper muscular issues, and some models can be noisy. This solved the problem I didn't even know I had. Although calisthenics is primarily centered around bodyweight movements, dumbbells can be incorporated to increase resistance, build strength, and muscle. They're particularly useful for rehab or when pushing beyond the limits of bodyweight skills, such as using a dumbbell as a counterweight while learning the one-arm front lever. We'll talk about a much more convenient way to add extra weights to your workouts shortly, but if you are on a budget like many of us, a simple solution is to load a few weight plates into your old-school backpack, or use a 5-liter bottle of water. And remember when I mentioned building strong wrists? Well, this is exactly what you need for isolating and strengthening your wrists. You can search them up and grab a pair on Amazon for $79.99. It's a truly versatile tool, it helps target smaller stabilizing muscles, and it's awesome for progressive overload. Although the other side shows that it's not pure calisthenics, it has portability issues, and heavier sets can be more expensive and take up some room. What's probably heavier than your dog? Most definitely Weight Vest. It adds extra extra resistance to your body weight exercises, basically turning them into weighted calisthenics. It is a powerful tool for building explosive strength and complying to a progressive overload training, which is key for hypertrophy, strength development, and neuromuscular adaptation in calisthenics. You'll find it sitting over on their site for $129.95. Let's see what it's bringing to the table. It's great for progressive overload, it boosts strength and endurance, great for versatile use, and has adjustable weight options. But it can strain joints if used too early or improperly. It may restrict movement or feel uncomfortable, and it's not ideal for beginners. You've probably seen this before, the Ring Dream Machine. This is a training tool that uses gymnastic rings paired with a counterbalance system, usually a pulley, to assist athletes in performing advanced ring skills. It's designed to reduce the amount of body weight you have to lift, allowing you to train movements like muscle-ups, front levers, Victorians, plunges, and iron crosses. You can also use the system as a pulley setup by attaching weights to help you reach your goals in a more accessible way. In fact, if you got some weights laying around, you can turn it into a cable machine, so it can practically replace the need for a gym. This came from a site I already showed you, where it's listed for $149.95. Here's where it really hangs in. Allows beginners to safely practice advanced skills, reduces injury risk by providing support, adjustable assistance to match your level, increases time under tension for better muscle engagement. Here's what it doesn't deliver. Requires setup and equipment like pulleys or bands, may develop dependence if overused, not as effective for pure strength development compared to unassisted training. That wraps up all 16 accessories. Now, let's dive into the second category, equipment. First up, and the cheapest on the list, are the homemade steel parallettes. These are great for balanced focused work like handstand variations and one-arm handstand. I also use them a lot for single bar practice. Fun fact, these are actually the smaller version of the P-bars at my bar spark. I wanted the same build so I could train skills closer to the ground, learn how to fall safely, and eventually step over my fears on the full-sized ones. Best part, all of this cost me only around $10. What they are good for, solid and durable build, and as cheap as it gets. What holds them back? Very heavy for parallettes, just over 8 kilograms, requires welding skills, and not plug and play. Needs assembly before use. Next up, we've got something a little more innovative, 3D printed parallettes. So I came across this guy on YouTube showing off 3D printed calisthenics gear and thought, why not try it myself? So I went for 3D printed parallettes. Had a free model, printed it, grabbed a wooden handle from my local store, secured it with a single screw on both ends, wrapped it in grip tape, added anti-slip furniture pads on the bottom, touched up the end with black marker, and boom, DIY parallettes for around $30. Been using them for all kinds of combos, and they've been reliable like an old Toyota, sturdy, functional, and surprisingly durable. Only real downside, the ends started to loosen and squeak after heavy use, but hey, they're still holding strong. Just keep this in mind, DIY gear won't match the precision and feel of purpose-built equipment. Unless you're ready to invest serious time and tweaks, you might be better off grabbing something compact and solid from the start. Ultra light, yet impressively stable, compact and travel-ready, sleek design with innovative 3D printed construction. But despite being durable, they tend to loosen over time, and they're not heavy enough for explosive power dynamics. So next up is wall-mounted pull-up bar. This type of a pull-up bar is a fixed piece securely attached to a wall, offering a sturdy and space-efficient solution for upper body training. It's primarily used for exercises like pull-ups, chin-ups, hanging leg raises, and in fact, if it's mounted in a doorway like mine, you actually get some extra room to work on the front lever and back lever. I couldn't find the exact one I've got, but I came across something even better, a wall-ceiling pull-up bar for a solid 58 euros. It's perfect for developing back, biceps, shoulders, and core strength, ideal for mastering static holds indoors, always ready, no setup required once mounted, but requires permanent installation, not portable, and needs a solid wall to anchor safely. 2-in-1 power, Gravity Fitness Small Parallettes. These hybrid wood and steel parallettes, also known as travelets, are built for performance and portability. Perfect for all strength and fitness levels. They are ideal for push-ups, L-sit, V-sit, handstand, bent arm plunge, and other bodyweight movements. You can easily find these on the official site for 64 euros and 95 cents. I'm gonna keep it short and simple here. It's stable and portable, handles can get slippery. Next up on the list, Gravity Fitness Medium Parallettes. These are the perfect middle ground between compact and full-sized P-bars, ideal for dynamic strength movements like handstand push-ups, 90-degree push-ups, and plunge push-ups. The added height gives you extra range of motion, helping you stretch deeper and maximize muscle activation with every rep. Currently unavailable on the official site, these parallettes are basically a limited edition gem, originally priced at 79 euros and 95 cents if I'm not not mistaken. Deep range of motion equals more muscle stretch and rock solid build, but to consider hard to buy new, mostly secondhand now, and bulky for travel or quick home setups. Next up is something bigger, large gravity fitness P-bars. These are your ultimate outdoor dip bar replacement, but being portable, perfect for dips, L-sits, handstands, planches. You can use them together or as a single bar for front lever, back lever, bar dips, and capacitor training. If you're serious about calisthenics and want location freedom without compromising on your training, these are an absolute must-have. They'll help you skyrocket your skills wherever you train. You can get them straight from their website for €89.95. Let's see where they really cook. They are versatile, they replace bulky outdoor bars, and they give you training freedom. Let's see where they don't cook. They take up more space, they are less portable than smaller parallettes, and assembly/disassembly may take a bit of time if moving them often. Next up, the all-wood Kensui Yin Yang Max XL Parallettes. These are a standout choice for athletes seeking a blend of portability, durability, and ergonomic design. Crafted from premium beechwood, these parallettes feature an interlocking mechanism utilizing high-grade neodymium magnets, allowing them to connect seamlessly for easy transport and storage. And by the way, the handles follow official gymnastics dimensions for an authentic feel. If you're missing wood in your life, you can grab these from the official site for €99.95. These are well known for their ergonomic grip, portability, and aesthetic design, but some users have reported that the XL versions can be wobbly during certain exercises such as wide push-ups and planches, as well as price point is higher due to premium materials. Final boss, portable pull-up rack. It's a versatile, travel-ready calisthenics station designed for athletes who want to train anywhere without sacrificing functionality. You already saw it in action earlier with a resistance band, but there's so much more you can do. Pull-ups, pullovers, muscle-ups, front lever, back lever, and more. It's literally a portable pull-up bar you can take anywhere. Beach, woods, street, you name it. It's lightweight, but yeah, it wobbles a lot. They do offer an extension kit for more stability, which I didn't get, so I tried using stabilizer straps and adding some weight plates on it instead, which is more budget-friendly, but honestly, didn't make much of a difference. You can claim the final boss of home setups for €134.95. To tie it all together, it's highly versatile, it's compact and portable, and offers quick setup. But this thing wobbles like crazy, it has weight limitations, max user weight is 110 kilograms, and it's not suitable for dynamic movements. Let's put the numbers together and see what we're working with. The total value of the accessories adds up to exactly $632.45. On the other hand, the equipment comes in at $638.94. Altogether, the grand total lands at $1,271.39. But here's the real question. How does that stack up against a regular gym membership? And how much are you actually saving by building a setup that gives you total freedom to train anytime, anywhere? Let's break it down. My local gym membership costs €45 per month. That adds up to €540 a year, and the beefy €4,320 over 8 years, assuming I stay the loyal gym rat. Now let's compare that to calisthenics. All the equipment I've gathered totals $1,271.93. Spread that over 8 years, it comes down to about $159 a year, or just $13.25 per month. That's more than 3 times cheaper than a gym membership. And the best part, the gear is all yours and you don't need to pay a single penny for it. Or maybe you do. Let's put it in this way. Think of it from an adult life perspective. Home equipment does take up space, and technically you're still paying for it if you're covering rent. On the flip side, the gym's super convenient. It gives you everything in one place. Look, if you are just starting your calisthenics journey, or even if you already got some experience, here's what I would highly recommend. First, get yourself a solid pair of small P-bars. Next, dip bars. You can go for the ones I use or a more budget-friendly option. But remember, build quality really matters in the long run. And lastly, a pull-up bar. Whether it's wall-mounted or portable, you just need a reliable space to knock those pull-ups out. As for accessories, most aren't essential, but they're definitely helpful for boosting your performance and recovery. If you're looking to optimize your setup, I'd strongly recommend a few key items: chalk, resistance band, foam roller, jump rope, and elbow sleeves. These tools can really elevate your training experience. If you want me to make a separate video on how I built my bar spark and how you can do the same for a surprisingly low cost, let me know in the comments below, and see you in the next one.